Some people are skeptical about Tesla stock, but others are very bullish. Ignore the doubters and listen to the people who are in it with you. Ted got Elon to talk to people who worked at the company all the time and made it run like a well-oiled EV making machine. Do not ignore this knowledge. One former Tesla employee, Joe Justice, who saw how efficiently the company worked, said that even though the company has had some problems and setbacks in the past few months, you should still be optimistic about Tesla because it is thriving and will continue to grow into the world-changing company it was always meant to be. In a recent interview, Joe Justice made a number of predictions. One of them was that Tesla stock might one day hit $1 million per share. Justice is the founder and CEO of Wikispeed. Joe Justice was in charge of Agile at Tesla, which has its global offices in Fremont, California. Joe's main source of income comes from consulting on agile hardware and company restructuring, which helps multinational corporations increase their return on capital. He has also spoken at TED.com and been a guest lecturer at MIT and Oxford University, two well-known universities. The Tesla secret process requires all stakeholders to be in constant communication with the development team, especially after the job has been with each team for the first round. The process doesn't follow a straight line. It goes from planning to execution to evaluation. A former Tesla employee said that the company and its employees want to have walk-up to-do lists, which means that they should be able to just walk up and do what needs to be done. This way they can automatically understand how to do it. Joe Justice said that Agile has the shortest responsible iteration cycle, that it works by iterating once and then rethinking the plan for the next week. The idea of a 5-minute walk-up seems like the smartest and most natural way to do things. How much they can help you understand is easy to see. Just think about how much time you could save by not having long, boring meetings. This process makes things run more smoothly and makes sure that everyone is working hard. It also checks to see if everyone is following the company's rules and policies. If there are tests to be done, they can be run by self-organized groups. By all means, AI isn't the only choice. Machine learning works just as well, according to Joe Justice. The company's efforts are judged using a computerized system that makes a lot of sense because it gets rid of unnecessary data and focuses on the most important facts, which boosts work morale and productivity. As Justice put it, as soon as a worker goes into manufacturing mode, because Tesla doesn't do as much thorough testing as traditional manufacturers do, they can access all of the testing suites for each car. He also said that people could make changes and come up with new ideas because each car would still go through automated testing. This testing by computer suite is only used on 1,000 cars, and cars in full testing happens after each model is designed once a year. However, it has to meet a number of very strict requirements. The fully automated tests will confirm the construction quality and make sure it stays world-class. They will also see if Tesla is ready to try it out with the chassis and other parts of the car. This varies from car to car because of the way they are made, with more emphasis on their employees. Tesla is now more flexible and can deliver better results in less time. The company's stock in Tesla Motors Inc. debuted on the NASDAQ stock market in June 2010 with a huge offering valued at $2 billion. However, on the first day of trading, the stock price rose by almost 40%, ending up 23.89% and raising just over $226 million, making the company valued at $2 billion. Despite what many people thought, the secondary market wasn't as excited about the stock as the primary market was. Concerns about Tesla's long-term viability came from the company's limited history of high-volume losses, limited finances, unpredictable consumer demand, and high costs all played a part. Even so, there were still reasons to be worried, such as improvements in battery technology and competition from well-known automakers. Tesla's $895 billion market cap is a big jump compared to its competitors, which isn't a surprise given that it is a leading technology company and uses the Agile method. Joe Justice said that Tesla has a good work environment and that the 12-hour shifts and respect for the people they work with are the main reasons for the company's amazing growth. They are also constantly learning from each other and have exceptionally flexible teams in a place where their work and its goals could change drastically from hour to hour. According to Joe Justice, the fact that Tesla CEO Elon Musk doesn't care if he graduated from high school or not is a good thing, as it shows that Musk recognizes that there is always a strong commercial rationale for dismissing it. After all, humans are extraordinarily potent creatures. In 2023, Musk has stated that he intends to switch factories every 2 years to increase productivity by 10 times within a decade. If this plan carries out by the year 2030, the company will have achieved its goal based on the company's internal corporate agility, aggressive swapping ability, and capacity to combat fires with precision. This plan appears to be succeeding. According to industry experts, dozens of Tesla production calls are responsible for building each component of the car, and while the quality of each is sufficient, Tesla is constantly testing, learning, and improving upon each cell's parts, quality, and output to create an even better product. While Tesla stock is currently in a declining trend, the firm is constantly introducing new technologies such as dry cell batteries, gig press, and new alloys to allow substantial factory production and speed improvements that bode well for a bright future for the company. Jeremy Bauman says that Tesla bulls and bears have different points of view on the bull case. Tesla is still far ahead of the competition in the market for electric vehicles. However, Tesla will face more competition from both legacy companies and pure-play EV companies like Rivian and Lucid Group. It will take time for those companies to ramp up production, so Tesla should continue to lead the EV market for the foreseeable future, at least through the first 3 quarters of 2022. Out of the 525,000 electric cars listed in the US, 65% were Teslas. This number is likely to rise in the years to come when compared to its competitors. Tesla is still miles ahead. The Tesla Model Y and Model 3 were the best-selling electric cars in Europe through the end of October of last year. and the brand still has a big presence in China, which has the biggest market for electric cars, but where customers often choose cheaper ones. This is because the company has high profit margins and a track record of getting things done. As the company posted an operating margin of 17.2% in the third quarter and plans to increase annual production by 50 over the next few years, Tesla has a track record that should reassure investors that the company will continue to grow its revenue and profits. However, Park to Devotion's bear case for Tesla is based on the company's high valuation compared to competitor General Motors. Tesla stock costs a lot more than its multiple of 0.9, so it's worth a lot more. Ford and Toyota have both been in the car business for decades and make both gas-powered and electric cars. However, Tesla Motors is different because it only sells electric cars. Even experts aren't sure what will happen with Tesla in the future. What do you think? Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget to like and follow. I'll see you in the next video.